the goal of the class was to figure out product applications for this new technology. And it was an interesting time because we had to kind of walk backwards from what we're usually trained to do, which is designing for a specific problem. But here we're trying to figure out what can we do with this new haptic technology.
So haptic technology is any technology that leverages the sense of touch. I grew up in the era of video game controllers that just got the rumble packs. And so that's normally what we're thinking about when we think about engaging the sense of haptics. And it's with this new technology that the Fluid Reality team have. It's like, what could we do as this becomes more refined?
And so then we kind of took a step back and tried to figure out what are some spaces that we can really try to make a difference and solve pain points. And then we landed with a remote control, and that's kind of where the story of Morph began.
We've had remotes for so long, and I think we've just accepted them into our life that we don't question, why am I using this device to interact with something that, I really enjoy interacting with.
TVs are getting smarter, but the remotes kind of stayed dumb. Let's imagine you have a Netflix screen open, right? You have a series of films that you can select. And then in the current state, you have to navigate one by one with your remote and select the film that you want to watch. With Morph, the TV interface is going to be mirrored in your remote, and the clickable parts, so all the buttons, all of the movies, they become raised and they kind of become buttons. So imagine it as a remote that transforms itself every time you navigate to a different screen, and everything there is clickable. So now you can have a keyboard emerge on your remote when it is time for you to type on the TV, on a search bar or anything.
Instead of using your sight to stare at the remote, you use the sense of touch and keep staring at the TV. I think that's going to be a pretty unique experience. But what makes this project a good representation of the work that we do here at ID, it's putting the user at the center and understanding what are the user's needs and how do we think about them in this process. It was a big learning for me as a designer to understand you can't just have an idea, it's got to be viable as well. We bring in, it's got to be sustainable, it's got to consider all these different elements of, what makes a product successful and not just a great idea.
We are very excited about this project because not only that Morph helps fix or help improve the experience of users currently using these streaming platforms, they also help pave out new ways for new interactions and new experiences.